And I'm back to the story of unpaid salaries and allowances by state government. Public affairs analyst Doyin Johnson joins us now from Abuja. Thanks for joining us. Now you heard the reports there. President Muhammadu Buhari is not taking this very lightly. Beyond taking it not lightly, what should he do?
There is no much Mr. President can do. Mr. President can do on the area of the bailout fund to the governors, because when you realize earlier, before Mr. President released the bailout fund to the governors, many of them were owing 13-month salary, 9-month salary, 6 months, 12-month salary. But as of today, many of them have paid. Like Osun State that was owing over 12, 13-month salary, now I think it's owing about 3 months salary now, or 2 months. And meanwhile, from the bailout fund, they have to pay for the pensioners, they have to pay the salary of the workers, and I must be sincere with you, don't let us deceive ourselves. The governor himself will use his own discretion to be able to pay some debt being owed by the state to some of the contractors. Meanwhile, in actual fact, the money was not released for them to pay the contractors. But at the same time, they have to use their discretion to pay the contractors out of the money, and at the same time, pay the pensioners, settle some other bills. The most important thing is that, in my own view, they've been able to use about 80% of the money judiciously to pay the staff salary. One of the governors said the money they collected, they have been able to talk.
Mr. Johnson,
about
sorry.
200 million Nigerians.
Sorry.
I can hear you.
Okay, I'll ask you my question now. I just want to know, are you trying to say that without a Paris Club fund, state governors cannot pay salaries to workers?
Thank you very, very. I like that question. This is the question I've been looking for way to talk and to work on it. Number one, the state, how many of them has a reasonable internal generated revenue? You don't expect people in Ekiti State to come and pay tax as they are paying in Ogun State, and likewise in Lagos and Port Harcourt. So most of all these states have very minute IJR from their source at the state level. Many buildings are now occupying some of those suburb states, to call them. You don't expect somebody in Sokoto to come and pay tax except they need something from government. But in Lagos, Port Harcourt, and Abuja, and other major town and state of the federation, is a must for you to pay. Most especially, it has to do with activities of your business. My position and advice is that, I've said this earlier, and I'm championing this cause. In Nigeria, we have over 102 oil blocks allocated to individuals. When these people make money in Nigeria, they take this money to go and invest abroad. Why can't each state, we have 36 states in Nigeria, why can't each state have one oil block to increase their source of revenue? My position, and I'm still pushing, and I'm taking the cost to a larger level, and I'm taking it higher. If you can give 1 or 2 oil block as of 2012 to individuals, to common Nigerians, which most of them they make money and still take the money to invest abroad, why can't we give oil block to one state? It will be easier for them to bring developmental to the grassroots. It will be easier for them to execute a lot of developmental projects at the state level, likewise to be able to have a better payment salary for the workers. My position is that, an advice to the government, they should look for a way how they can give an oil block to the 36 states we are having in Nigeria.
Okay, now do you think...
help them a lot. Ekiti, you can't compare IJR of Ekiti with Lagos, Osun with Port Harcourt.
Okay, well, the federal government is talking about...
It's difficult for most of all these states to pay salary.
We're talking about diversifying the economy. We're talking about not depending on oil so much. You are a champion of restructuring, and restructuring also means resource control. How does that come into what you're saying about each state owning an oil block, and how do we now leave oil? Doesn't it make them even more lazy?
The oil, leaving the oil, either the state or individual, they are making profits. Either federal government, Shell, Petrol, whoever that are in charge of the oil block, they are making money. What I'm saying is that we have about 1 or 2 oil blocks given to individuals who are Nigerians like me and you. And most of them, when they make this money in Nigeria, they go abroad to go and invest the money. I am an advocate of restructuring and no compromise on that. Restructuring is the only thing that can bring developmental to the grassroots, that can make a country better than as it is for now. And at the same time, what I'm saying, my position is, if the states, if 36 states have oil block, one, they are to sell, make profit, part of the profit will be used, all the profit you put for developmental project of the state.
Well, some have advocated that
it's still part of the restructuring. It's still part of the restructuring. You see me campaigning off.
All right. Some have said that our problem isn't restructuring, but the writing of a completely new constitution. Doyin Johnson, public affairs analyst, thank you for joining us on TVC News Hour.